Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mudra 24/7. My name is Niharika Valia, and I am with you for the area of AFB. Okay, so let's begin with the class today. We have our own app. On the app, you'll find all the details regarding this examination, regarding the new courses that are coming up, and the further details of each and every course, the plans that are there, the study planners, everything that you're looking forward to regarding your courses would be there on the portal. So kindly go ahead and check it out on the app. And for that, what you can do is you can review our portal as well as the app for further details regarding the examination, plus regarding updates. Whatever is happening in the examination is always there, so you can look forward to that. Okay. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then kindly go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We have our both the batches for JIIB and English as well as the bilingual starting from 12th of September. As such, both the batches have just started. Both the batches for JIIB English as well as the bilingual has started on 19th of September only. So you can review the batches that are there. As this would be the last selection batch for this particular year, where we'll be covering the entire syllabus in detail. So that gives you an upper edge, because then you'll be able to study in the live classes. Plus, in the classes, you're also getting the concepts clarity. Along with that, you are able to get through the test series. Along with that, you'll be having ebook. So there's so many things which are available. So if you haven't joined any of our batches yet, be it the English or the bilingual, then kindly go ahead and check it out, because the batches have just started on 19th of September. Okay, so let's move on and deal with the questions there. The first question is on the accounting standard 13. First question is on the accounting standard 13. Accounting standard 13 is the cost of investments includes broker duties, fees, interest, dividend, or other receivable, or right shares, or all of the above. I know the answer was visible, so let's look forward to and understand the answer as well. The answer is all of the above. When we talk about cost of investments, whenever we purchase an investment, if there is anything that is due, for example, the interest, dividend, or any other receivables or right shares, if any of these things are due, then we'll be making the payment for these things before time to the person from whom we have purchased these investments, because he knows that these amount would be due soon. Along with that, whatever amount we would have paid to acquire these investments will also be a part of the investment, because that's a capital expenditure. So in the capital expenditure, all of these things are included. Okay, the next point. The words to balance brought forward or by balance brought forward are recorded in the particular column at the time of posting of. When we talk about the posting process, that means everything that is taken from journal towards the ledger. From journal to ledger, when we are moving, that particular thing would be called a closing entry, a transfer entry, opening entry, or adjusting entry. What would this particular entry be called? This entry would be called Since this is brought forward, this is the beginning of the year. So if this is the beginning of the year, then this would be called the opening entry. Whenever we start a particular ledger, for example, say we are looking forward to an asset. Let's look at cash. We're making cash account. It would start with to balance brought down or brought forward, and whatever the value would be by the end of the year, it would be by balance carried down, right? So this is how the particular account looks like. Whatever money we are having in the beginning is called brought down or brought forward, and we write it on the to side, that is on the debit side. So it can also start from the credit side in case of the bank overdraft. So this is in case of the bank overdraft. What happens is we'll write here by balance brought down, and if it is still going to continue by the end of the year, it would be by balance carried down. This is also called brought forward. This is the format for ledger. For this is for the assets, while this one is for the liabilities. One point to be noted is any nominal account, any of those nominal accounts, they do not have the brought forward or the carried forward amounts. Nominal accounts are closed in that particular year only due to the matching concept. Right? Okay. Now moving forward. This is the answer. An opening entry is the initial entry used to record the transactions occurring in the start of an or the organization. The content of the opening entry are typically the initial funding for the firm as well as the initial debts incurred. Number of production or similar units expected to be obtained from the use of an asset by an enterprise is called as production life, unit life, useful life, or expected life. I think we did this question earlier. This is just a repetition. Yes, this is just a repetition. According to you, what do you mean by the number of production or the similar units expected? See, the point is there are certain machineries where we can produce certain things, right? We can have certain amount of units only. After that particular time, we'll discard that machinery, right? So if that is something going to happen, then how do we look forward to it? The correct answer here would be useful life. That is called the useful life of the asset. Till what time we can use it, after that we'll have to leave it. Okay. This is the next question. The next question says, what do you mean by accommodation bill? This is from bills of exchange. What do you mean by accommodation bill? When we talk about the term accommodation bill, these are those bills which are issued for the benefit of two parties. For example, none of them has done any trade with each other. Basically, bills of exchange can be trade bills, the bills which are basically issued because I purchase something from you on credit or you purchase something from me on credit. And accommodation bills refers to those bills which relates to the mutual trust between those two people. They said that I'll issue you a bill, and then I'll give this bill to the bank, will get it discounted, I will receive money, and I'll share that money with you. None of us had owed any money to the other person. We are just trying to help each other by creating an asset called bill receivable, and we'll get it discounted, so we get enough money for certain period. So basically, to finance actual purchase or sale, this one is trade bill. To facilitate trade transmission, this is not the answer. The correct answer is to cater the fund requirement of both the parties. It is a mutual trust between the two. So both the parties would be benefited by it. Right? So accommodation bills are basically issued in order to help both the parties. This is what it is written. A bill or a draft or note made, drawn, accepted or endorsed by one person to another person without consideration. There was no contact between the two. There was no contract, or you can say sale or purchase among both the parties. It is just to raise the money and obtain the credit. Moving on to the next question, it relates to the ratio analysis. A company's current ratio is 3 is to 1. The liquid ratio is 1.2 is to 1. If its current liabilities are 2 lakh, what will be the value of the inventory? 2 lakh 40, 3 lakh 60, 4 lakh or 40,000? This question requires a little time, so go ahead and solve it up. The formula that you can use is current assets upon current liabilities is called the current ratio. How do we define this ratio? And the liquid ratio is liquid assets upon current liabilities. So in both the ratios, what you have is this is 3 by 1 and this is 1.2 by 1. And here you have current assets, you have no clue. Liquid assets, you have no clue. What you have clue of is the current liabilities. That is 2 lakhs and 2 lakhs. So the current assets turn out to be 6 lakhs and the liquid assets turn out to be 2 lakh 40,000. If out of the total current assets, liquid assets are only 2 lakh 40, the difference can either be due to inventory or the prepaid expenses. These are the only two items which have been excluded from the liquid assets. From all the current assets, these two are taken separately. So in this case, the correct answer would be 3 lakh 60. Right? So a quick way of solving it, just write the formula, then solve it up and find the difference between the two. Okay. Good morning. Okay, so let's move on. Which of the following, oh, in this case, the answer is still visible, so I'm just letting you know, which of the following transactions will improve the current ratio? These kind of questions are quite confusing. Why? Because we'll have to solve it up in order to find it out. And this can be a little misleading as well. So, what you can do is prepare a current ratio, keep it like 20,000 and 10,000. Forward to it. First of all, cash collected from trade receivable. A debtor has made a payment of say 5,000. So basically, you received rupees 5,000, but you have lost a debtor of 5,000. So the game is over. Here, there is no change. Purchase of goods for cash. Again, cash is gone and you receive goods. There is no change again. Payment to trade payables. If you have made the payment to the trade payables and there what is happening exactly is if this is 20,000 and this is also 10,000, that particular person was of 5,000 bucks. So 5,000 deducted from here and 5,000 deducted from here. So it comes out to be 15,000 divided by 5,000. So it gives us 3 is to 1. From the earlier ratio that I had taken 2 is to 1, it improved to 3 is to 1. So this would be the answer. Sometimes you need to really check these questions because there are chances that you might be making mistakes in these because these are a little indirect in nature. Okay. Which of the following statements is true? Capital expenditure does not affect the profitability of the concern, but revenue expenditure does. Capital expenditure affects the profitability of the concern directly, but revenue does not. Expenditure affects the profitability, but indirectly, while revenue expenditure affects it directly. Both capital expenditure and revenue expenditure affect the profitability directly. Okay, when we talk about the capital expenditure, it never affects it directly. It has an impact, but that is based upon the fact that due to capital expenditure, you have new assets in the business. So when you have new assets in the business, then it becomes easier, right? More assets means more income generation. So basically, it has an impact, but indirectly. But every expense that you are incurring to earn more revenue, it's basically, but revenue expenditure is affecting it directly. That's the case here. The answer is C. Okay. The next question. The next question says a trader entered into the following transaction. As a result, the total purchase column in the purchase book will be goods purchased from Gaurav rupees 8,000, goods purchased from Sudhir rupees 10,000, goods purchased from Kamal rupees 25,000, machinery purchased from Dinesh rupees 40,000. Okay, so we have purchased goods on from all these areas, and they have asked you to find what would be the amount taken in the purchase book. Is it 83, 73, 33, or 25? Okay. When we talk about the purchase book, what do we record in the purchase book? In the purchase book, we record the area of all the credit purchases only, nothing else. So if we record only the credit purchases, then what are we recording here? In terms of credit purchases, number one that we'll record is goods purchased from Gaurav. This is a credit purchase. This is for cash. This will not be recorded. Goods purchased from Kamal on credit, recorded. Machinery purchased from Dinesh. Again, this is an asset. It has been given here, but purchase day book records only and only purchase of goods, nothing else. So it is going to be 25 and 8,000. The total is going to be 33,000. Question is easy, but you just have to look forward towards the concept. What does purchase book exactly records? Right? Okay. The next question. Which of the following has no relevance whether the receipts pertains to the previous year or the future period? Accrual system, cash system, hybrid, or none of the above? The one which has no issue or it is not relevant with the previous one is called the cash system of accounting. Because here we do not record whether it belongs to previous year or current year or the future. We just record it on the basis of the cash. Whether we received it in this year or some other year. Okay, the last question is also visible. The question says dash refer to a specific accounting principles and methods of applying principles adopted by the enterprise in preparation and presentation of the financial statements. These all terms are different. They look similar, but they aren't. Methods refers to the ways you are recording, and then policies are the framework through which we record. Concepts are the theoretical concepts that we are working upon, right? And assumptions are whatever. See, everything cannot be variable now. Something has to be a constant. So all those things which are taken as constant are called assumptions. So the correct answer is B, accounting policies. Okay, so there we end the session, and if you like this particular session, then don't forget to like the session and share it among your peers. And along with that, we have also started with the batch recently. As I told you about the batch that we have just started, you can find the details of the batch on our website. Even let me show you where to go exactly to find out the batches. Since the batch has just started, this would be the most probably the last batches that we have introduced for this selection batches. So limited time period is left with you. So what you can do is you can look forward to the, as soon as you go to our website adda247.com, go to the area of JAIIB CAIIB Mahapak. So there you will find the JAIIB CAIIB Mahapak, even where you will find all the details of JIB examination, the entire pack. This is there, and at this point of time double validity is going on, so do not lose this opportunity. You'll be having it for a longer period of time. That means that you can also have both JAIB and CAIIB. You can also look forward only to JAIB and only to CAIIB even. So that is your call. If you look forward to the JAIB Mahapak, what will be there in this examination? You will get all the batches of PPB, AFB, and LRB. You have got more than 5+ batches. Whatever the batches are going on, those are all available to you. So everything is there. That includes mock test. That includes ebooks. It also includes 50+ topic-wise questions, ebooks. So everything would be available to you, right? So what you can do is you can look forward to all the details, and you can click on the area of buy now, and you can use the code Y538 and apply it. So you'll get a discount of 77%, and you'll have to pay 6,899.77, and you'll get all the AFB areas to be covered, AFB plus PPB plus LRB. So if you're looking forward to, kindly go ahead. Okay, you can use the code Y541. Here the code 541 will give you more discounts. So if you're looking forward to that, then kindly use the code Y541. You get 80% discount by using this code. So you will get 5,999.80. Another benefit for you is that you will be getting it for double validity. That means if it was 6 months, you will get it for 12 months. And you can also look forward to the batches. As I told you, we have just started with our batches. So this is JAIIB bilingual as well as JAIIB uh, the selection batch. This is the selection batch which has just started. It has just started yesterday. It is the live classes have just started yesterday for AFB. Rest every batch, every single classes, the remaining classes have started on 12th of September only. So all the study plans are available here. The timing for the classes are available here to you. So you can look forward to that area as well. All you need to do is you need to click on the area of buy now, and you can use the code Y541, and as soon as you'll apply it, you'll get 80% discount here. This would cost you 3199.80. So limited period offer. If you haven't reviewed the offer yet, then kindly go ahead and review it. Thank you.